Hi everyone, welcome to our Aries reading for January. I was going to say September, January 2021. This is going to be for Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising, as always. There's intuitively guided. Your guides kind of nudging you, as always. You may be in love with an Aries. You know, if you are and you're checking on someone else, be prepared to get messages for yourself. Um, because I feel like your guides already know that you're checking on them, right? So definitely pay attention because I feel like, the signs are more for you than anything. Um, so whatever brought you to the reading, welcome guys. So happy to have you. We're doing 2021. 2021 is a a 5 universal year. So, five is about change and having grace with the change, right? Using my grace through the change. It's about personal freedom. It's about grace. So, I feel like it's going to be a year of a lot more action. I feel like 2020 was more about the learning process and maybe, you know, clearing some of the cobwebs that were in my way. And 2021 is like, let's go. Let's go. All right, so we're going to start the reading with some oracle cards, and then we'll bring in the tarot and get the story, and we'll bring in some clarifiers too. But we're going to start with the oracle, Mother Mary. Cut it. And then we'll also use Archangel Raphael. Let's begin. Quiet. I go into peaceful silence and I listen. I go into peaceful silence and I listen. Beautiful. We'll read these at the end of the reading. I feel like they've been fitting beautifully in the reading, so I'm excited to continue to use them. Give these a cut. Clear they went. Nice and mixed up. Thank you. Avoid allergens. Dear Archangel Raphael, please assist me in identifying and avoiding allergens that may be toxic to my health and happiness. Help me to only crave healthful foods and beverages. Healthful foods and beverages. Okay, well, boy, I guess that kind of seems fitting for January, right? New Year's. It's funny that that came up because, I always feel like I receive messages through all of my readings, or answers to my questions that I had previously asked seem to come up in different readings. And that happened in Libra, and I feel like it's happening here too because I'm getting like this chest congestion, something that's just not normal for me. And I feel like it's something that, you know, environmental. So I feel like it's also talking to me. All right, let's use our tarot. And let's see what's going on. Remember, these readings are potentials. Um, you know, I feel like these readings are very truthful and honest and do ask you to also take a look at yourself. Before I started this reading, I was just getting this image of like a band-aid, a bandage around my brain. But it was relating to, you know, like if we get a cut or a wound, a bruise, the body will heal that, right? You know, it heals that. We put ointment on it, maybe we cover it, but then it heals. Well, I feel like, well, what I was thinking is we also need that for our thoughts, our mind. Um, you know, we have to consider that, like how we're willing to put ointment over a cut and then a bandage over that cut. Maybe we need to do the same for our mind and allow it to heal. And I feel like it's also saying your mind will heal, just like the cut on your leg. You know, it will heal. Okay. Well, hello, lovers, right out of the gate. Card of Gemini. The card is about a head over heart decision. Look at that, Seven of Cups. Oh boy. Okay, cards are acting quite weird. Alright, we have the Seven of Cups. We have the Magician. I feel like if this is me trying to make a decision out of something, I need to be confident. I need to be confident within my decision. Like, don't second guess yourself. This quiet could certainly talk about that, right? I go into peaceful silence and I listen. From that energy, I create. I feel like this is clarity over some not being able to make a clear choice. Why? Well, because something looks good and then it's not, right? And then this cup looks good and then it's not. So I have a hard time following or trust it, but it's because I'm in my emotions. Ten of Pentacles. Nine of Swords. King of Swords. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Why is this king causing, I feel like this king is causing this Nine of Swords, and that is excess worry. Can be unnecessary worry. What is Nine of Swords is unnecessary worry. It tells you that your thoughts have gotten away with you. Like your thoughts take something bad and recreate it over and over and over again. Can be something that's like, it just feels like a thought that's just coming back and coming forth. You know, you have the Lovers attached to it, and the card is about unnecessary worry. I'm sure there's a reason, but nonetheless, we have the Empress. Empress, look at this. The Empress is carrying the Magician's energy. Well, that's pretty powerful. It's completely different than the Nine of Swords energy. So this is really powerful type energy. If I'm creating from the energy of the Empress, you know, the Empress is about the journey that I've been on, the many different things that I've overcome, and how I've grown from it, right? What used to hinder me now helps me. And that can be the realization of, I'm putting like all this excess worry, and that might be why, you know, I was that came up about like healing the thoughts. Because nine is about reflection over. It's not just moving away from the energy. It's like, why? Why am I in that energy? What do I have to look at? The Empress will look at it and she'll extract what she needs to learn and then keep moving, right? And then create again. She is, she's full of creativity. What does she want to do? She wants to give birth to her ideals. She wants to give birth to um, everything. Hmm. I'm not going to read reversals. I don't know why this month I just don't really feel like reading or they're not feeling reversed to me. So I'm feeling it's more my error. Anyway, we have the Hierophant card of Taurus. We have the Four of Pentacles. Let me move this up a little bit. Let me move this down a little bit. There we go. We have the Fool. The one thing it tells me, because we have the Seven of Cups up here and then the Fool down here, is you do make a decision about something. And then I feel like then you start to move forward. The Fool is the clearing of the past energy. I'm not bringing, there's nothing I need to bring back there with me moving forward. This is about, a new journey, a new path. Even if it's with someone of the old, we're doing something of the old. It's still coming to the table, free and clear. Feels like there's a blessing over one's home. We have the Five of Pentacles. So right away, we can look at the Fool and the Five of Pentacles and know where this reading is going to take us. So we have the Five of Pentacles, which is about kind of like the Tower happens, right? Forced to move. I don't want to say against your will, but maybe. And it's about the energy that you find yourself in. First of all, it's a five. So here we go. Change, right? Something of the old has pushed you out and forward. This is about, you are the wounded warrior in the Five of Pentacles, right? The wounded warrior. Let's not forget the warrior. We remember the wounded, but let's not forget we're also the warrior. And that's what we're doing in the Five of Pentacles. We're moving through the energy, even though it can feel uncomfortable. It's I don't know. It's kind of like your hand gets forced. Um, some of you, this could be about jobs, like how you made your pentacles and that going away, right? But the fool isn't, like sitting there in anger or regret any of that. The fool is only looking forward. The fool is about the present moment. The fool is like, what am I doing right now? What am I going to do today? What can I do today? What is out there, right? So it's the recovery over that Five of Pentacles, and that's what the Five of Pentacles is about. It's not about, yeah, it's a hardship, right? It's uncomfortableness, but I'm moving through it anyway. And the Fool is, I don't know, it feels good. It feels right. Probably the energy of, even though my hand was forced at something, in the long run, I'm probably moving to something better. Um, Easier. I don't know. Some of you may be going back home. Might be moving back home. Kind of looks like that. Maybe moving back home with your mom and her younger husband. Excuse me. And if that's the case, it's probably not easy, right? It's probably not easy to, especially if you're moving in with them. Um, but I feel like you're going to see in the long run. I feel like a true life opens up for you, true abundance opens up for you. But you have to go into it as the full, right? So clear that past, whatever it is, and but definitely it looks like some are moving like back home. And maybe back home there is someone special also. Huh. I'm sure not for everyone, but probably for a lot. I mean, if you're moving back home, then I'm definitely picking up your energy. Um, and maybe I'm moving back to something that may bring out a certain person or a certain energy. But I feel like in the same time, like I want it, but I don't. I want it, but I don't. And that can be if I don't clear the Five of Pentacles energy. Because I feel like if I'm in the Fool's energy, I'm taking that chance. I'm going after it, right? I'm going to look at what I'm about to do perhaps in a different light. Instead of, if I'm looking at it like, woe is me, or listen, many of us, we deserve to say woe is me right now. But this is still about, I feel like, if my hand is forced, then I can make two choices, right? First of all, the movement has to happen. It just feels like it has to in the Five of Pentacles, right? It's kind of just like beyond us. Um, so, the energy is uncomfortable just for the beginning, and then it starts to clear away, and then abundance opens up. You move from the Five of Pentacles to the Six of Pentacles, right? And Six of Pentacles is about empathy and compassion. So is the Empress. So, you didn't lose. You gained some things also. Maybe you did lose some things, but you also gained some things. And these are things you're going to use for eternity. So the gain might be bigger than the loss. You may not feel it right away, but I kind of feel it for you because the sun is at your back. Let's get our last card. Wonder why I stopped. We have the Five of Cups, which makes sense. First of all, we have 5 and 5. Some of you may be changing locations. Let's talk about the Five of Cups because it's important. The Five of Cups is asking you to look where your focus is at. If I'm focusing on the cups that have spilt, the cups that have bloodshed in them, so to speak, you know, uh, because this is when I'm in my emotions and I'm kind of sad about it, right? Looking at it in a limited viewpoint. Five Cups is really about the two cups that have yet to be discovered, the opportunity that lies ahead. The Fool is saying that it's ahead. This may be your real opportunity. If this is talking about a relationship, but well, these are two cups. So, soulmate energy, these are spilled over. They're done with. Maybe they can come back, but not in that way, right? Because this situation here is cold. It's icy. There's not, I don't know. I don't know what's to be saved. I don't know what's to be saved. We have the Two of Wands. So I like this. coming over this Five of Cups. So I feel like this is you turning your focus around, turning your focus to the full, and not so much of the Five of Pentacles. Taking your focus to all that can be. The Two of Wands, you know, I'm looking out at what I consider my bright future. I don't know. There's 5 ships that are coming in. Maybe I don't know what these ships carry. They haven't arrived yet, right? But I know they will. And that's the thing. I know they will. This is this is going after my desires. This is allowing myself to follow something that comes to me and ignites my desire, whatever it may be, right? Whether it's you're making your pentacles, whether it's a relationship, this is able to start at the beginning, and looking at it as a positive thing. The Hierophant, he's looking right at the Hierophant, which is the card of Taurus, by the way, if I didn't say that. But the Hierophant is about your self beliefs. I often see that lamb on his lap, and I don't know. I see it as sacrifice, a sacrifice that perhaps needs to happen, and that it'll benefit me at the end, right? So it feels like a sacrifice. Um, but truly, it's to give you something of a higher energy. We go from the 10 to the 5 here, so I do feel like some may have like broken up in a relationship, but I can't help seeing the Fool, and I feel like he's going back, but he's going back with clear energy. He's like broken free of the Five of Pentacles, and I don't see him picking it back up. Okay, let's keep going. Ugh, okay, we have the Three Swords on the bottom. It makes sense. Look at this side. We have the Ace of Wands. So this could be, do I reach out for this ace? Do I dare? Right? Do I dare? Will this Three of Swords exist on that path again? I don't think so. But if I think that way, then am I creating it that way? Perhaps. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and bring out the clarifiers right away to break this down for us. I'm going to start at the beginning. I'm going to look at the Lovers. I feel like this is the Lovers. Well, this energy seems to throw you into confusion or uncertainty. We have the Three of Pentacles. We have the Emperor. Emperor came out in Libra's reading. We have the Queen of Wands. Probably your energy. The Emperor is also Aries. Aries needing to make this decision, right? And look at this, with the Ten of Wands coming over the Ten of Pentacles. Wow. Let me take my sweater off. I think I need to be able to get into the reading. Okay, first of all, the Ten of Wands over the Ten of Pentacles. I do feel like some of you are moving home. Maybe it's for your mother or maybe it's for your father. Maybe you just have to, that type of thing. Because there's a sense of responsibility over this home. It feels like someone's carrying a lot of the burdens within the Ten of Wands, responsibilities. It's the planet of Saturn, though, so I got to look at, like, what is real and what is not. Like, what are my true responsibilities and what am I just taking on? it's interesting because I feel some of you are moving in with a father, some of you are moving in with a mother, maybe to help take care of them or something like that. Or again, maybe it's just you kind of have to. Could be the other way around, but I feel like you are taking on these responsibilities willingly, even if it's even if it's hard. I feel. And I feel like someone may have like a father, and there may be someone attached to this father. It's funny because the father's like the emperor's got someone attached to him, and the empress has someone attached to her, and they're different people. Could certainly have an Aries and an Aries. Queen of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. All right, let's keep going. We have the Sun coming over the Nine of Swords, which is quite beautiful. This is illumination over, where my thoughts trick me, where my thoughts hold me back. This is clear illumination over it. Some of you, it's about, it may be about a connection with someone. And I feel like if that's the case, and you're worried about it, you're questioning, it's saying, come to the table naked. Like truly your authentic self. No walls. Nothing I don't know. I feel like the more I can be who I truly am, the better it is. And listen, this is also about others looking at you and appreciating you for who you truly are. So if I feel like I gotta hide something about myself, I don't know. I don't think I really do. It might be something I just think that. That makes sense? We have the Prince of Wands. Some of you might have a child moving home. We have the Eight of Cups. And we have the Death card. Um, hmm. I think some of you could certainly have a mother who's passed. And, I'm getting this feeling of like it doesn't seem fair. And I get it. I've lost a lot of people that I love in my life, especially my son. Um, and I get that energy. Like, I truly get it. But I've come to the other side now. Um, I just have. And I feel like the Eight of Cups is, first of all, I want to say if the mother energy shows up here, she's showing up here for a reason. She's showing up here to help, right? To guide. Um, she just is. I feel like, just like I felt in Libra's energy, if this is somebody who has crossed over, I need not fret for them. Like it's showing that they're in much higher energy. They're in the light, right? They're in the light. These human energies of the Ten of Wands doesn't exist where they're at. It's been lifted, lifted. I feel like a bird all of a sudden, like I can fly like a bird. So, and then you have the Two of Wands here too. So it could have been a while. Like I'm in I'm sorry, the Five of Cups, where I am missing someone, right? I am thinking about someone, and I don't have clarity over why something have to happen, right? But the Eight of Cups coming over the Empress is saying, but you got to look at that, right? This is not something you want to just walk away from. You want to look at why the cups are knocked over, or you know, look at it from a spiritual lens, more than just this why, because I feel like everything has purpose. And sometimes I can find out what it was, sometimes I can't. Sometimes I got to move on blind faith. But I don't feel like I need to stay in the energy of just, I don't know. I just feel like It's hard for me to say because I understand it so well. But I feel like, for those we've lost, we got to leave them in peace and love, right? Perhaps they see our heartache, and I don't know how that can help. You know what I mean? Anyway, maybe I'm going too far with that. But I have to say also, some of you may have been taking care of a parent and they passed away. I'm not predicting anything for the future. My readings never do that, um, like predicting a future death. I watched a reading once where they did that, and actually it was before I lost my son, and I watched that reading, and I mean, this is the two aren't connected, but it bothered me so much, like I couldn't get rid of that heavy feeling, and it was somebody else's word. So that is never something I would do in this reading ever. Um, I will let you know how they are, where they're at, that they're watching you, but that's it. My guides would never be like predict something like that. Okay, because I don't want to. I don't want to be that person. Anyway, all I'm saying, because I don't want you to anybody to have fear about this. This has already happened. You're already in the energy, and I feel like what it's saying is it may be time to, if you can, let it go. Take a baby step, right? Taking a baby step from that Five of Cups into the Two of Wands. I'm seeing things through the Hierophant's energy, through a higher lens, right? I'm including my spirituality. Again, I may not be able to see those ships, but for some reason, I trust that they're there and that they will come in right when they're meant to. Right when they're meant to. Death card asks us to put, a clear ending to certain things. Like, don't resist the changes that want to happen after the death card. That's its main message. Like, there's nothing to fear here, right? You're not, death isn't death. Really, it's just the beginning, so to speak. Not just the beginning, but it's it's eternal. So I just feel like there's nothing to fear. And I feel you're feeling that too. We have the World card coming over the Four of Pentacles. It's a new beginning. Um, you know, the World card and the Hierophant work so nicely together, right? If in the Hierophant there's something that I'm sacrificing that I need to put to an end, it can feel like a sacrifice. But what's it doing? It's moving me to the world energy. And this is where I'm really walking within my spirituality. Um, I feel like sometimes this is the best chapter of our life. Chapters are different, but this seems to be, for some, like forevermore. I'm seeing the Four of Pentacles and then the Three of Pentacles up there. A pentacle may have been taken away, right? Um, but that doesn't mean it won't come back in some other way. We have the High Priestess. Coming over the foal. It talks about on this new journey, this new path, allow your intuition to be your GPS, right? Allow that to drive you, and not so much the Nine of Swords. It's also touching the Nine of Swords. That's my fear factor. Those are my thoughts have gone rampant. That's my worry. And this worry is about things that you can't control. The universe is like, don't worry about the things you cannot control. Maybe go into that quiet space and listen. Maybe go in and ask the questions, pray about it, meditate about it, and then listen, right? Quiet and listen. And I feel like your intuition is definitely what's driving you. And she's looking up at the sun. Really, she's got the yin and yang symbol on her head. Queen of Swords coming over this Five of Pentacles. So we have the King of Swords here. Maybe the Queen of Swords, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Doesn't have to be that. Queen of Swords is someone who, when she's in the upright, is living her authentic life. She's following her authentic path. You know, it's more about, it just, you know, she's got the lovers behind her too, though, and the lovers up here. So, and the lovers are behind her, and the Fool seems to be going back. Listen, and then you got the World. So this may not even be in this lifetime. This may be going back worlds ago. Um, why? Perhaps it's bringing out some type of connection within the lovers. And the lovers is carrying beautiful energy, energy of accepting you and only wanting you for your unique self. You know, don't try to be someone you're not. There's no need. No need. Hmm. I also feel with the Queen of Swords and the Eight of Cups here, I kind of feel like this Queen of Wands is also the energy of listening to someone who has crossed over. Being able to know that they're guiding you, like feeling it, maybe hearing, but definitely seeing the signs. The signs are going to be available. They're there. Well, hello, the Star card. Coming over the Five of Cups and the Two of Wands, it's kind of beautiful, right? Because the Two of Wands already says that we are ready and able to move away from the energy of and that type of thing, and start moving towards the future. Start moving into the Fool's type energy. The Magician up here and the Star card, it's showing that you can create, right? You are, you have a big hand in creating your own dreams. Um, it's through your energy. It truly is. You know, it's like your hand in the universe is both so important. This is about allowing yourself to follow those dreams also. Two of Wands over that. So I feel like what's ever coming in after this hardship is of your dreams. It may not be your actual dream. It may look different, right? Two of Wands, I'm not putting expectations upon the path. I'm just ready to go, right? We have Scorpio and Aquarius. Okay, I want to look a little bit more at this lovers up here. Not sure we really got to cover it. Look at this. We have the Prince of Swords, the Queen of Swords down here. So for some of you, this is someone of a past life. Maybe this lifetime, but I feel like for most, this is like of a past life. Princess of Swords is learning how to use that sword, right? She's on a path of learning who she is, all about her authenticness, right? Her authentic self. There's nothing to hide here. She may be learning her part in how, when she brings her unique traits to the world, how she really benefits the world and the world benefits her, right? So I do feel like this was also of a younger time. Look at this: we have the Prince of Swords, the Princess of Swords, and the Prince of Wands in line, but then we have the Queen. That's why I feel like this was earlier, or with the world here, it could certainly be lifetimes ago. But this is what you're creating, or let's put it a different way. I feel like in the Star card, there's certain like seeds of intention that I have planted here before I even came here. My soul agreed to this journey, to evolve, to learn, right? To enjoy, to experience. But there's certain elements maybe where my free, like, it's almost like I have to be able to take that, right? That seed is going to be this way, and that seed's going to be this way. And sometimes I feel like we plant the seed, like our soulmate, let's say, our romantic soulmate. We're in heaven and we talk about let's go back to Earth, let's go back again, right? Let's plant that seed, and maybe we'll make ourselves kind of meet in some way, which will hopefully ignite that spark. Almost like this, no one else can see you like they see you. Hmm. I'm definitely feeling that, guys. Especially like, like past life soulmate. I don't think this Queen of Swords is, and I do feel like this is you. It doesn't matter what your sign is. The Queen of Swords, I feel like, this is a journey about learning truly who you are, all your uniqueness, and what you bring to the world, and why it's important, right? It's learning that. It's other people also seeing you in that way, and appreciating you for exactly what you bring to the table. Now, that doesn't mean, everything is, there's never problems. It just means that authentically, another sees you in this way. Our um, human condition can certainly get in the way, but that's okay. We'll work through it, right? We'll work through it, and that's what this is. I feel like we've got to keep moving forward, even when our hands, sometimes our hands get tied. We get, that tower comes in and it forces us to move. The Fool is looking at it from another perspective. Maybe for a while I've been in kind of an emotional state, but the Fool is, coming to clarity. Here is the clarity, the Sun over the Nine of Swords, um, about, the fear and the thoughts. They're truly unnecessary, and being able to harness them in, and then allowing, it's like, if I can't trust my mind, trust my intuition, because I feel like it is your intuition. It's your soul's desires that are moving you forward. You just have to kind of keep up with it, right? The human condition has to kind of keep up with the spiritual desires. So I don't feel like there's anything to fear about these lovers. This lovers, quite the opposite. Even though I do have the Seven of Cups here. Let me just look at that. I have the Seven of Cups that moves to the Eight of Cups. That's good. The Eight of Cups is about yourself, and it's about new beginnings, right? So sometimes we can't get that new beginning until we've kind of hashed out our emotional state, and then we move into the Fool's energy. It's like if you lost someone, it's not that you forget them, not at all. But you start remembering all the good things. You start talking to them like they were right with you, because they really are. Like, talk like they're right there. Look at this. We have the Five of Wands in reverse. Hmm. Well, the Five of Wands can be, it's like-minded energy, first of all. It's mirroring someone else. But maybe I didn't understand that. I didn't know that. They didn't know that. But it's in reverse, so I feel like it's the clearing of that. It's the understanding of, perhaps one time we felt like we're fighting against each other, but um, now we're able to see each other's worth. The Emperor moves into that Prince of Wands, so I definitely know for some of you this is of a younger time, or another lifetime. Okay, let's take one more in that. And then what we'll do is read the cards, the Oracle cards. Whoa. Okay. This is a lot, but I'm going to take them. Mainly because the majority of them are um, face up. All right, so I have the Queen of Cups. I kind of feel like she's got to stay in reverse. I don't know why. I have the Three of Swords, but that was hidden. So the Three of Swords was down. Everything else feels like it's up. Judgment. Wow, it's your ancestors. It's your loved ones. It's a call to attention from them. It's asked for a new beginning, right? Look at this, the wheel. Five of Pentacles, right? The wheel had to keep moving, and it may have forced our hands, so to speak. But with judgment, and the judgment before that, I kind of feel like it is moving me in place. Even if it's hard, it's moving me in place. Prince of Wands and the Eight of Pentacles. Some of you, this is about new opportunity in your finances through your creativity. You have creative energy on the board, very creative energy on the board, and you have the energy of taking chances. To me, the Princess of Wands will always take that chance. She learns through her experiences. She's not going to say no because she's afraid I'll get hurt. I get hurt, I'll deal with it then. Eight of Pentacles, I feel like this is you jumping out saying yes to some type of opportunity. And this is being willing to put the work in. The Eight of Pentacles is about exactly that. If I put the work in, then I move to the Nine of Pentacles, which is success, right? But I just have to be willing. Sometimes I feel like I don't know everything I may need to know. This says no. Go in as the apprentice, right? Learn as you go. And eventually you will be the master of your craft, right? If you put your focus there, you'll grow it. No doubt, you'll grow it. And for some of you, it feels kind of like you're meant to. Not kinda, it just feels like you're meant to. And I feel like it's like your ancestors or some trying to get a hold of you, even though we know the Three of Swords is there, there's still this reflection over my emotional house and how it's affecting me. Because there's no one who wants you to be in that energy. It's understandable. And, 8, it's when you're ready, when you're ready. But I feel like it's also saying, like, don't cry for me, Argentina. Like, I'm fine. You don't need to, you may miss me and I miss you, right? But really, I'm right here. I'm right beside you. I'm listening. I'm there, right? Be quiet within yourself and maybe you'll hear my messages. The part of this next part of your life, whatever this wheel consists of for you, is part of, I feel like, what's meant to be. Even though it's uncomfortable, some of you are really looking at that, learning from that, and perhaps using that in a way to make your pentacles. And to me, that means helping others in some way. Star here of your hopes and dreams. Two of Wands. I'll do it. I'm going to take that baby step forward. Some of you, I know that you have to go back, or you're losing something, and it feels hard and uncomfortable, but feel again, because I can't control that, right? I can't control that. So what I got to do is be the fool. I got to get present so that when I'm making choices, decisions, I have a very clear mind, right? If I need guidance, the high priestess is right over the fool. I feel like that's your protection. It's like the universe protecting you. But it's really you. It's your soul. It's your guidance. Trust that. Learning to trust that. Learning to trust that. And I feel like for some of you, it's bringing you back to this connection that began the reading. I do feel like it's bringing you back in some way. Okay, I think I'm going to leave that there. And I want to read the oracle cards. I know they're going to play a big part in the reading. All right, let's start with Archangel Raphael. A health issue is caused or exaggerated by exaggerated by an allergic reaction. Check the diet first, as we often binge upon substances to which we are allergic. An appointment with an allergist may be necessary to tease out this casual substance. Once diet has been investigated, check into environmental allergens in your home or community. You or the person you're inquiring about are highly sensitive and need to honor these allergic reactions. The body's immune system is responding in appropriate ways, and now it's up to you to completely avoid the toxic irritants. Ask Archangel Raphael for help in making healthful changes such as reducing cravings to allergens, detoxifying your home, or moving to a new home in an area with cleaner air. Wow. I'm definitely relating to all of this. Like, this is also what I needed to know. Okay, possible specific meetings. Release addictions to God in Archangel Raphael for healing. Attend a 12-step program such as Alcohol Anonymous to heal from allergy-based addictions. Oh, never heard it quite like that. It's time to move to a healthier environment. Buy an air purifier for your home or office. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. Make sure your bed pillows and covers are clean of allergens such as dander, feathers, and dirt. It's interesting because, this is for you guys, but I do take the messages myself, and I was just going through that because my chest just keeps, I don't know. So yesterday I pulled off our bed sheets and washed everything, and I thought, I wonder if it's that. I wonder if there's something within that. So I don't know. I just find that very interesting. Okay, let's look at Mother Mary. Probably saying, Sandy, be quiet. Why do I always think you came after T? The answers you seek can be heard within stillness. This card counsels you to create some alone time so that you can hear the truth. You will recognize it as such by the way that your body resonates with it. You may have a reaction of angel bumps on your skin or a feeling that everything clicks into place. Sit quietly with your eyes closed and breathe deeply. Put your entire focus upon the sounds of your heartbeat and breath and notice them slowing. Then, ask questions and listen to the answers that come to you as thoughts, feelings, and visions. Request that heaven send you signs to validate you've accurately heard these messages from above. Take action where guided. Beautiful. Um, I don't know, guys. I feel that was very fitting also. I go into peaceful silence and I listen. And I think I'm going to leave it there. I feel like I need to be quiet now. I love you guys. Thank you for everything. Let's just put everything in together. Thank you for everything. Um, I'm so grateful for you. I hope these messages mean what I feel like they're going to mean for you, especially for those who have lost someone. I gotta stop saying lost. They've crossed over, but they're right there. They're right there, right in your home, right beside you. Fathers, mothers, children, everyone. Dogs, animals. Um, I feel like they're in the light. I don't feel like it. They're in the light. I know that they're in the light. So I feel like you can even harness their energy to help you create. Go into that quiet mode and create from there. How could you go wrong in that type of energy? I don't think you can, especially if you're having a hard time making choices over really anything. Okay, I thought it was going to be quiet. I love you guys. I will see you soon. Bye bye.